Out of our 65 acres that we have in this year, we have two fields there that are completely lost of about 13 acres. And then we have an existing 12 acres on top of that to dig.
Paul Hamilton is a farmer, and like many others, he's fighting with the extremes in costs and the weather.
The potato market works off supply and demand for the free market stuff, so we're relying on a dry spell of weather here before we can get some more lifted to sell for Christmas time. So with less potatoes available and more potatoes lost, it's going to really feel its effect when it comes into February and March time.
This field is round about 6.5 acres. Input costs of £23,000. The majority of that will have to be absorbed by the farm. But with lack of product, the price of goods will surely rise.
It's similar in Scotland, around the Forfar area, Angus area. England as well, they're further behind with their harvest. Lincolnshire and Norfolk, which is very unusual. Usually they would be finished up by this time of year, and some of them are still plundering on to try and get what they can rescue from the crop out of the ground.
Last year's higher input costs will continue to push up retail prices, and with higher interest rates, growers may cut back on next year's planting.
The energy cost has had a massive impact on us. This season here is a very difficult season weather-wise, but we're following off the back of last season, which was very difficult with massive diesel prices and fertiliser prices and the energy used to make fertiliser. So last year was our highest growing cost we'd ever seen. Following then into this season here, planting and harvesting, diesel's up again. And then that's fallen on to a lot of people are selling their potatoes straight off the field because it's too expensive to run the refrigeration because of the electric costs. So that is why we're finding spud prices are quite stable at the minute. People are just offloading everything they're digging, but that's what it's going to feel an absolute effect when it comes to February and March, because nobody will have any in refrigeration, which it takes to keep them to that time of year.
Dougie Beattie, GB News, County Down.